if you are watching this, it means life didn't defeat you. So don't quit now. Don't quit. Don't quit. Because you are still able to watch this and you are still to move on. And 2026, I want to remind everyone, doesn't require your perfection or your perfectionism in anything. It just requires a brave you. As we begin 2026 together, my message to you or to everyone is just simple. Let go of what cannot change. Be brave enough to face what you can. What you can't, just leave it.
Welcome to AM MAVIN 256, the pulse of the youth, where reality meets conversation. Get ready for real talk on mental health, life hustles, politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Your platform, your voice, your vibe. Let's move the conversation forward.
Welcome back to AM MAVIN 256, the only podcast that you need to be on. And if you're new here in 2026, just know, and I want to tell you something, that you're not here by accident. 2026 is not just like any other year on calendar. For many of us, or for some of us, we entered the year carrying pain, regrets, disappointments, a fear, and unanswered questions from, the past. But today's episode is something special. It is something new, not just because it's my first show in 2026, but because it's about you. If you are young, most of us, we are young, we are confused, we are scared about the future, we are still hurting from what happened before. And this conversation is for you. As I start 2026, as I've said, this is my first episode for 2026 that I've created. I want to first welcome you back from 2025 and welcome you back from all my episodes that you have been watching with me from last year. And I appreciate you so much for following me. Last year, it was massive, it was great, and I really appreciated it so much. So for this year, I started with a new line that I've brought in. It says, if you're watching this, it means life didn't defeat you, so don't quit now. If you're watching this, it means life didn't defeat you, so don't quit now. So welcome back to AM MAVIN 256. And if you're watching for your first time, please, I beg, subscribe, comment, give us your feedback so that we learn from there, so that we improve, and also understand and appreciate our work together. Just know we are working together through 2026 with Marvin, and this podcast is here for you, for the young, the people who are confused, people who are scared, and people who are feeling it's heavy. Today's episode, or today's show, I've actually named it Let Go, Be Brave, and Move Forward. I wrote some things down here that I want to share with you, the person who's watching. I've realized as the year starts, or as we grow old, there are some things that are keeping us behind, things that are making us stay stuck, things that are making us not grow, as the young people. And this information, I always say, there's no day they're going to teach it to you from class or from anywhere. Well, you might land on it, but me, I go an extra mile to make research and bring for you this information that will help you as a person. So as I was starting 2026, I decided, how can we make 2026 better? How can we move lighter in 2026? As the young people, as the youth, or everyone who's watching, how can we make it more smooth for us to go through 2026? And I decided and came up with this wonderful topic, which says, let go, be brave, move forward. Because things that are keeping us behind, it's us holding on to the past and being afraid of life. We are scared, we fear. Actually, the best word is fear. So there are two things that I want us to talk about today. It's fear and letting go of the past. I've Already done some 2 short videos about these 2 topics, and that's on my TikTok. You can go and search it on TikTok. That's a Marvin 256 with a laughing emoji. You can go there. So I decided to bring it here in a detailed manner. So I want us to start with the first topic that I called letting go of the past. I want to tell you that we cannot walk smoothly in 2026 while dragging the weight of yesterday. You get? Because I want us to be real and understand this, that many young people, they're not stuck because they're lazy. They're not stuck because life is so hard. They are stuck because they are emotionally trapped in the past. And this is true, you know. And what past are we talking about? Talking about past heartbreaks, I know, failed relationships, missed opportunities, family wounds, academic or financial disappointments. Let's start with past heartbreaks. You be there in life, everyone tries relationships. And at the end of it all, we are heartbroken, we are disappointed, and someone clings on that heartbreak. Let's say it happened in 2010, and we're in 2026, and is still carrying or is still having that burden of that heartbreak in 2026. Relationships, everyone tries. We cannot say everyone is perfect. We try and do fail. Missed opportunities. You be there, there's an opportunity for you, at the end of it all, you miss it. And you keep blaming yourself from day one till day last. Like, for me, what did I do, God? What happened to me? And all of these things are making you stay stuck. Family wounds. You keep blaming the family or the childhood traumas or the childhood wounds that happened to you as you were growing. Everyone, I use myself as an example. I didn't grow up in a good life, But me, I learned to appreciate my past. That if it wasn't my past, I wouldn't even be here. So if I kept on blaming my childhood wounds, that me, I cannot make it because I grew up in a poor family, I cannot make it because of the trauma I went through, you see how I'll be stuck until, stuck in life like that, keep blaming the other things. Academic, disappointments. We read, sometimes things fail, but someone clings on that thing and keeps telling themselves, that I failed. How will I even make it in life? So that thing keeps us behind. So I want to give you a quote or to tell you something. I have some powerful analogy that I want to tell you. It's like driving while you're looking at the rear view mirror. If you know cars, cars have this mirror that is up on the windscreen that gives you the back view. So if you're driving forward and you keep using that mirror to move forward, honestly, you get into an accident or you fall into an accident. Reason why? It's not because that the road is so poor, but reason is you have refused to look forward, and you've decided to. That's what happens in life. You're having a current relationship, the relationship is going on well, but your mind is still trapped somewhere behind. And a small mistake, you'll be like, this relationship is going to end like the other. You still blame yourself. Maybe you're the one who did wrong in their past relationship. So everything that happens, you want to blame yourself. You don't want to look at the current relationship, how it's taking you. There's an opportunity, let's solve a job. You'll be like, no, I cannot take it on because I know myself, what happened to me last year. You have refused to focus on the road. It's saying move forward. Because if you keep looking behind, automatically, however good the road is, you have to get into an accident. So that's what happens to us. So I just beg, let's change our focus from using the rear view mirror, that is the one that is making us look behind, and focus on the road. Because if we focus on moving forward, I'm telling you honestly, you get into a relationship, yes, you're not carrying the... One thing, by the way, that you should carry from the past is something that we call lessons. You just carry the lessons that you learned from the past, bring them into the forward relationship and move on. You don't keep blaming yourself. If there is a job, you fail the other job. Yes, right now I'm at this current job, so I don't carry my past mistakes. But when they were chasing me from the other job, why did I learn? Or what did it teach me? I was a poor letter, maybe I was poor at time management, I was poor at planning. Well, now can I develop myself to understand that I have to plan my things well, I have to be on time here and there, I have to be smart, I have to be 360 everywhere and there. Yes, I had trauma when I was growing up as a child, but right now I'm no longer a child. I've grown up. Okay, these traumas helped me, they did this to me, but I appreciate it, because if it wasn't for the past trauma, maybe I wouldn't be here. So you move on. Let's move forward. Let's leave us looking behind. And the worst thing I learned is that some people are in 2026, but you find a person carrying a heartbreak of 2010 up to now. And the person that left you, by the way, the person moved on and is living well. And for you here blaming yourself, day one, people keep leaving you. And at the end of it all, you blame yourself, or you question God that what happened to me? But sorry to use this, but you're the problem. You have refused to let go of the past. You keep clinging on the past. Everything that happens to you, it's going to end like this, because, man, let's leave that thing. If you want to move smoothly in 2026, you must do those things. But as we're still on time, I want us to have some practical guidance and explain how to let go, not just why. Letting go is the most important thing. Not asking ourselves why is this happening to me, why, but letting go. But my first point is acceptance. You accepting what happened. Acceptance, most of the times people take it like weakness, but it's not weakness. It is saying that, it happened, but it will not control me anymore. Yes, I got pregnant when I was still young, but it happened, I moved on, and that won't control me anymore. Yes, I lost a job. It happened. Yes, I acknowledge that, but what's next? What can I do? But not me blaming myself. I've lost a job, my life is going to end, I'm going to die, I'm pregnant, I've failed. Yes, you failed the paper. Can we accept that we have failed? Now, what can we do better? If it was reading, did I read poorly? Can I increase on the reading now? So number one point is always acceptance. And when you accept, life becomes so smooth and easier for you. Point two is stop rewriting old stories. Mere fact that is the word old is past, leave it. The thing is like this: you cannot heal if you keep replaying the same pain in your mind every night. You want to heal, but every day you keep remembering that word they say to you: you're ugly, you're weak, you're stupid, you're a failure. You keep replaying it in your mind. You can never heal, my dear. And that's the truth, to be honest with you. So the most important thing is forgive, even if there is no apology. This is one of the things that was so hard for me. Forgiving a person that I know hurt me, but they didn't give me an apology, but I have to forgive them. Because when you forgive someone, forgiveness is not for them. Actually, it's for your own peace. You get but forgiving doesn't mean that you forget. You forgive and learn and keep the lessons. That's the most important thing. You get? So one thing you should know about forgiveness is not for them. It's for your own peace. When someone comes and annoys you, and then they come and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and you forgive them, do you think it's for their own sake? It's for your own peace, actually, you as a person. And my last point is always choose growth over bitterness. Pain can make you better or bitter, and the choice is always yours. When pain comes to your life, if you choose bitterness, that's why you will keep stuck. But if you choose bitterness from pain, and you understand that this pain is there, but it's for my own good. The pain that has come into my life, it's going to make me better. You know, you starve, maybe you're not eating for some good time, but you don't choose bitterness. Maybe someone broke your heart, and you're like, okay, they broke my heart because of ABCD, but can I choose pain? Can I choose bitterness over this? In bitterness, can we learn? Can I learn? Can I grow? You know, that's the most important thing. ABCD happened in this relationship, it ended, but there are 3 points or 4 that I learned from this. Can I get the lessons and grow? Don't you choosing bitterness? I was the best. I used to do this for this person. You keep there, you keep lamenting. You know, I have someone who says they prefer the book of Acts, not the book of, of lamenting. Can you be in the book of Acts? Can you grow? That's the most important thing. I want to tell you, if you want 2026 to be smooth, you must travel light. And the heaviest luggage is what we call unresolved pain. If you have something that is unresolved in life, it's like having a task that you haven't finished, that is unresolved. That task, let's say you have deadlines to meet, it will keep haunting you. Not until you resolve that task. That's when you'll be better. That's when you come to terms and you'll be like, okay, now I accept the task has ended. Now I'll be at peace. So I want to tell you, lightness coming from resolving the past pain. And as I've said, if we want to be better in 2026, if we want to move lighter in 2026, if we want peace, let's resolve that pain and let us let go of the past, because the past is keeping us emotionally trapped. We are trapped emotionally in the past. We keep there, and that's one thing that they don't talk about. If you're my goodness, your emotional life you don't need to be trapped. You need to be in the present. But if you keep in the past, life will keep you there and you keep stuck. So let go of the past and be better by learning those things, accepting when you stop relating the old stories, when you choose growth over bitterness, and when you understand all of those things, you will let go of the past. So that was let go of the past. My second segment is us being brave and not afraid. This is something that we need in 2026. Us being brave. You're not scared. I want to tell you, you doing something doesn't mean that that you're not fearless, like you don't have fear in yourself. But you being it, I don't know even how I can explain it. Okay. Now let me just go. Now that we have talked about like letting go of the past, let's talk about what stops many young people from moving forward. We have let go of the past, but fear is something that stops us as young people to move forward. We fear failing again, and this is one of the top things that happens in life. You fear to fail again, but failing again doesn't mean that you're stupid. You've tried and you've failed. That's the number one thing. We fear starting over something. I was living this good life, and right now, how will people see me? So you live in a life of denial, depression, and at the end of it all, someone becomes addicted. But maybe if you had accepted, you are renting, let's say, a house of 700, and at the moment you don't have it. And the only option you have is maybe to get a house of 200. But you fear to start over again. And what you do, you go into debts, and life becomes so stuck on you. Maybe I don't know, I have a lot of examples that I can give. We fear to be judged as young people. How will they look at me? How will they see me? I don't have a nice phone. I'm not studying from the best university. I don't have that nice job. I don't have a car. Like, I'm not from that rich family. That's fear. I'm talking about fear of not being good enough. Marvin, come on, present here. I don't know, for me, I cannot manage. You put up excuses, but you fear because you think you're not good enough. In a joking way, go and talk to this girl. Someone tells you, no, me, I cannot talk to that chick. Why? Because this person feels like they're not good enough, and then they just leave it there. So fear is a lot. And I want to tell you, fear doesn't shout, it only whispers, What if it doesn't work? What if you fail? You fear to apply for that beautiful job because fear has told you you're not good enough. You fear to bring or to start that good business idea that you have because fear has told you, what if you fail? And actually, fear is so stubborn that will give you examples of people that have failed. You fear to start over or you fear to heal because fear will tell you, what if it hurts again? So you keep there lamenting. And I want to tell you the truth is this, that courage doesn't mean that, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage means, or simply is, moving forward despite the fear. We are always scared. I give myself as an example when I was starting this YouTube channel. I was so scared because I was a person who used to be shy. And like, how am I going to look into the camera? What am I even going to tell people? But I was like, I have to be brave enough and start my YouTube channel. I started it. And right now, I want to tell you, I no longer have fear. I sit down well and do my episodes without panicking at any one point. You get? So I remind you that courage is not absence of fear. Courage means moving forward despite fear. So my best decision, like I've told you, I have made them when I was even scared. Like, will I even make it? Apply for, go and try this opportunity. You're scared, but you just go and you put it. I don't fear, but I'm just scared. What happens? So start scared. Apply for that job scared. Move on scared. Heal scared. Because confidence does not just come out of the blue. Confidence comes out of action. Because when I started this YouTube channel, I didn't have the confidence. But every now and then, the confidence has grew. It has gone into me that I have what to speak. Because last time when I was starting, I would not even sit on the podcast and have like this kind of a conversation. It was so difficult. But the confidence, it has helped me. I'm no longer that shy. I can hold a microphone. I've been to schools and I can speak, just because of what? Of my YouTube channel. But it started with action. Then the confidence came in. So if you're there waiting for confidence to come, nope. Avoid it. Actually, avoid that kind of thinking. It will not come. But I want to give you practical courage steps that you can take as a young person. The most important thing is that we fear to start. But I want to tell you, if you want to have that courage into you, number one thing you have to do is do small, brave things daily. You don't have to. You don't need a big breakthrough for you to have those bold steps. Just small, bold steps are important for you. Just start small. Business idea you have, start small. You want to do a podcast, maybe start with daily motivations on TikTok to give to people. Or you want to start business, start with a small thing, not start with something big, because most of the times, it's good if you have the money, but most of the times the big thing will become difficult for you and to be too large. But when you start small, you keep growing, understanding your thing, and by the end of it all, then if it's a YouTube channel like this that you want to start as a person, maybe start having like, let's say, recording one episode per week. Keep recording, because consistency beats motivation, by the way. If you keep on being consistent, it beats everything. Consistency is the most thing that we need. Now, point number 2 is what I was talking about. Stop waiting to feel ready. This is one of the most things that hurts us, or that is bad. We think that at point A, I'm going to be ready, and that's when I will start. And I want to remind you, there's nothing like right time. There's nothing like I'll be ready at point B. Nope. You will never fully, be ready. Growth happens while you are scared. You find yourself doing something and be like, okay, I can do this, and then you move. I can do this, and then you move. But if you wait, let me first collect all the money, let me first, have all the equipment, let me first have, my dear, So let's stop waiting to feel ready and we move forward, Then point number 3 is separate fear from reality. Fear exaggerates problems that even haven't happened. You want to start a business and then fear will tell you you will fail, but I haven't started. So fear will exaggerate that thing. The reality is you go and try, because we have people who have succeeded in the business maybe you want to do. Don't looking at the negativity from other people that are, that have failed. So separate fear from reality. Then the most important thing is trust the process. Your future doesn't need perfection, it just needs consistency. You see, my YouTube channel, it's not where it is supposed, like where I feel like, yes, I've reached the bar. But I'm trusting the process. I know one day it's going to happen, the magic will happen, and the channel will be top and everything. But at the moment, I'm trusting the process. I don't have to look at it and be like, I'm going to fail. People A failed. No, I'm trusting the process. At the right time, it will fail. And what am I doing is consistency. I keep on uploading, doing my content, because I know one day, one time, it's going to happen and it will grow. Then the last important thing that I want us to talk about is how can we move through 2026 freely? After us understanding our 2 points of letting go of the past and us being brave, not scared, and we are not fearful. This is like the practical takeaway that will give you clear principles, not pressure. These are the 4 pillars that I've designed for everyone in 2026 that are most and are so important to us. Number 1 is what we call mental discipline. Mental discipline 2026 is something that is so important, that you need to put your focus on, that you need to put your eyes on, and it's going to help you. Protect your mind. Protect your mind at all costs. And I want to tell you that what you consume daily will shape your year. If you consume a lot of negativity, my dear, that's the thing you will. If you consume a lot of people talking about, let's say, relationships, that relationships are not good, you cannot make it, and everything, that's I'm talking about negativity. Negativity will shape your year, because what you consume daily is the muscle that grows in your brain. Negativity will grow. And when negativity grows, it creates a lot of bias in you, creates a lot of fear, and a lot of things happen to you. And then at the end of it all, you're blaming yourself. So consume encouragement, positive content. You can make it. You will make it. I started my business at this point, but it's here, and limit negativity. And one thing about mental discipline that you should have is self-reflection. I was here, reflect on yourself. See, how far have I grown? How far? I don't know how I can explain it well, but self-reflection is one of the most important things that we must have to make our mental discipline so important. Because everything in our life starts from here. So when your mental is not okay, life will fail you. That's why I was talking about the emotional trap. When you're trapped in the past, it's here. It's here in your mental. It's not on your body physically, but it's in the mental. The mental is the engine of the body, of everything. So it starts from here. So mental discipline is something that is important. Then emotional awareness. Check in yourself. Unhealed emotions don't disappear. They will always show up in behavior. How do you always react when they talk about a certain topic? Let's say they're talking about relationships. Yeah? You start shouting, arguing, no. There's nothing good about relationships. Check yourself. You have some unhealed part. Well, relationships, maybe they are not good, but you're not supposed to react the way you're reacting. Marvin, there's an opportunity here. Hey, you shout and or you get scared, Check yourself. Number 3, or the third point, or the third pillar that I've designed for you is purpose over pressure. You don't have to rush in life. Move with intention, not compulsion. And this mostly goes for people who have graduated. We have 3 stages of people. There are some people that are going to leave campus and get jobs immediately. There are some that are going to leave campus, hustle a bit, and work and make it in life. than those that will make it late. So can you move? Can you, like, don't be on pressure because person A is making it in life and for you you're not making it at the moment. That's what we call compulsion. For you, just move, move with intention and purpose. When you put pressure in your life, you're going to fail and it's going to become so bad and difficult for you. So purpose over pressure. Number four, or pillar 4 is consistency over motivation. Yes, you listen to a lot of motivation content. Motivating yourself also. I can make it. But you cannot make it if you don't do it. Action is important. And action means consistency. If you say, I'm going to do my podcast, you're motivating yourself. Yes, I can do it. Can we start? And when you do it, can you maintain the consistency? Challenges are going to happen to you, are going to happen in life. But can you be consistent? That's the most important thing. Consistency beats everything. Consistency beats talent. We have artists that we know, they're not talented. But just because they're mastered, they keep giving you music on a daily basis, on a weekly. They've made it in life. They've become successful. You don't have to be talented to do this. You have to be consistent in what you're doing. So consistency over motivation is my 4th pillar. And my last thing, those were the 4 pillars that I've designed for you that you should go and listen to. Mental discipline, emotional awareness, purpose over pressure, consistency over motivation. Those are the 4 things. So here, if you're listening, to this and you feel like, you're behind in life, I want you to breathe. I want you to relax. I want you to stay calm. And I want to remind you that you are not late. You are not broken. And the most important thing is you are becoming. 2026, I want to remind everyone, doesn't require your perfection or your perfectionism in anything. It just requires a brave you. It requires a brave Marvin who will stand up with an idea that people are seeing as stupid and make it in life. They're looking at a brave Marvin who will stand up, go upright for that job. It's looking for that brave Marvin that will start over again in life. It will look at that brave Marvin that will ask for questions. It will look at, 2026 wants you to be that brave person. Braveness doesn't mean that you're fearless. So be brave in 2026 and move forward. And I want to end in this own way that as we begin 2026 together, my message to you or to everyone is just simple. Let go of what cannot change. Be brave enough to face what you can. What you can't, just leave it. And this podcast is not just, content. It's a journey. If you look back and you see where we are, and I'm glad you are walking it with me. And I want to tell you, if this episode spoke to you, subscribe to my channel or share it to a person that wants it. I want to appreciate everyone that has been with me from the start until the end. May God richly bless you, because our content, I would say in our country here, is hard to be consumed. But if you can sit on and watch from the start to the end, may God richly bless you. I remain as Marvin, and this is AM MAVIN 256. And I want to remind you that if you are watching this, it means life didn't defeat you. So don't quit now. Don't quit. Because you are still able to watch this and you are still to move on. And I want to tell you, you are brave. Don't be scared. Don't fear anything. You are brave. Appreciate everyone. Comment, subscribe. And I want to say bye-bye to everyone. And have a good time. Until we meet again, I remain as Marvin. Bye-bye.
Welcome to AM MAVIN 256, the pulse of the youth, where reality meets conversation. Get ready for real talk on mental health, life hustles, politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Your platform, your voice, your vibe. Let's move the conversation forward.